Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Two marriages will be in jeopardy while Luna plays a dangerous game and Finn faces some temptation. Luna and Sheila formed a fast alliance, so that's going to lead to problems in the coming occurrences. Sheila and Luna are bound to come quite the troublemaking brace. Once Steffy discovers that Luna has formed a connection with Grandma Sheila, she may worry about the schemes they'll cook up together. It could leave Steffy indeed more determined to keep both Luna and Sheila as far down as possible. Finn, on the other hand, may have a different response to Sheila and Luna's bond. It could leave Finn more drawn to Luna if his defensive instincts protest in and make him upset about Sheila's influence on her. Although Luna clearly has a minatory side as well, Finn may view Sheila as the bigger concern then. The fact that Luna and Sheila have connected could leave Finn fearful about further chaos being on the horizon. Finn may be tempted to steer Luna down a better path, and if that's the case, it's going to rock the boat indeed more in his marriage to Steffy. Speaking of rocked marriage boats, we see and ignore the drama that's about to break out in Sheila and Deacon relationship. Following Sheila's updates on Luna's amnesty and the granddaughter news, Cleric will blow his top. It's easy to imagine Deacon trying to ban Luna from Il Giardino and from Sheila's life in general. Still, there's no chance of Sheila shutting Luna out, so she'll inescapably push Cleric to accept her meat and blood. Although Cleric will have to deal with plenitude of Sheila colliding, he'll make time for Hope as she struggles to find a way forward. Hope will be discouraged over losing her fashion line and the end of her love with Carter, so she'll spare on Cleric for support. At some point, Cleric could fluently put Carter on full blast for hurting Hope and siding with the Forresters. As for Carter, he seems poised to grow near to Daphne, but the secret she's keeping could lead to issues. Carter doesn't know about Daphne being Steffy's secret Forrester factory and all her manipulative moves, including the bones, meant to ruin his relationship with Hope. Daphne will continue to make prognostications about Carter's freedom from Hope being a good thing. Unfortunately, Daphne's deception could ail her own love with Carter sooner or laterally. Luna will flirt with Will while Deacon blows up over Sheila news. Will to have a sweet discussion with Electra on Friday's occasion and try to convey just how important he cares about her. Will's going to make some awful prognostications about the road ahead with Electra, so he'll hope their future is bright. Still, Luna will have other plans for Will as she works to steal his heart for herself. At Il Giardino, Luna will approach Will and get kittenish with him. Since Bill is the reason Luna is free, she'll suggest she owes Will as well since his family's been so kind to her. Luna will do her stylish to intrigue Will as she kicks off her temptation plot. Although Luna's can't guarantee that her scheme will pay off, she'll suppose it's worth a pass since she's come so enamored with Will recently. Sheila will give Deacon some shocking updates, so he's about to face a double blow. Luna's amnesty will be bad enough, but chancing out she's Sheila's granddaughter will really shoot Cleric over the edge. Sheila will obviously suppose it's amazing that she has a chance to bond with her grandchild, but Deacon will no doubt fly into a rage. Since Luna took the lives of Tom and Hollis, Deacon wouldn't be willing to forget about the fate of his musketeers. It's possible Cleric will ban Luna from his eatery, or at least try to until Sheila fights back. You can go. Sheila will keep pushing Cleric to keep an open mind when it comes to Luna, so we'll see if she can make any progress. Cleric and Sheila have some conflict ahead, so don't miss all the drama that's about to erupt. Ridge broke Brooke's heart while Carter set up comfort with Daphne. In the Forrester design office, Finn showed up as Daphne and Steffy were agitating Carter. After Finn got evidence that everything had been squared down regarding the LLC, Steffy and Daphne complained about Hope playing the victim. Once Daphne suggested about going to check on Commodity, Steffy wondered if Daphne meant someone rather and easily suspected she was on her way to find Carter. At the cabin, Hope refused to buy the idea that Carter could move the Forresters to restore her line. After Hope blustered about Carter's treason, she suggested it was easier for Steffy and the others to condemn her rather of him. Since Carter stood by the Forrester family rather of walking out the door with her, Hope remained furious. Carter expostulated to Hope questioning his fidelity, but she brought up what happened with Daphne as evidence that he wasn't so pious after all. Although Carter wanted to attack the rearmost Forrester fate together, he eventually wondered if Hope no longer wanted him because he wasn't in a position to help her. Carter talked about arising as Hope's knight in shining armor and getting demurred to the check the alternate he did commodity she didn't like. Hope denied manipulating Carter and reminded him that the last time she got the charge at Forrester Creations, he said he wouldn't have let it be if he'd been there. Now Carter had a front row seat to Hope's rearmost blasting and did nothing, so Hope claimed this was farewell. Carter eventually left and wound up looking glum in the design office, where Daphne approached him. Daphne got updates on how effects went with Hope and said it was her loss. After Daphne praised Carter for doing the right thing, she admitted she couldn't go back to Paris since she'd no way met a man like him ahead. Carter conceded that he was enough meddled up right now, but Daphne felt his heart was broken because he gave it to the wrong person. After Daphne made a vaticination about Carter feeling free ultimately, she claimed she was there for him and pulled him into a clinch. While Hope cried and milled over Carter recollections at the cabin, Steffy talked to Finn about Brooke at the Precipice House. Although Steffy had enterprises about Brooke making a play for Ridge, she hoped her pater would stay married to Taylor. In the main office at Forrester Creations, Taylor scarfed over Brooke's lack of class since she was making yet another reunion plea to Ridge. Still, Brooke wanted to heal their relationship and formally again pushed Ridge to come home. Ridge conceded that Brooke would always be his Logan and reflected on how they came back together in Rome. There was still love between them, but Ridge felt it was time to move on from the history and concentrate on the future. That meant Ridge was going to recognize the commitment he made to Taylor, so he chose her and left Brooke in gashes as she exited. Taylor had many gashes as well, however they were obviously happy bones. Since Ridge was standing by her, Ridge and Taylor fell into a warm grasp as they celebrated their love. Ridge's coming chapter could come with some surprises sooner or laterly. That indeed suckers knew this was going to be sooner rather than laterly. Of course, we're talking about Brooke Logan as all signs point to her choosing a man over her own son. Haven't we been down this road before? As numerous BNB suckers have presumably noticed by now, Brooke Logan is willing and ready to throw her son Hope Logan under the machine for the sake of her on-again, off-again relationship with Ridge Forrester. But is it indeed really worth it at this point? Ridge is trying to decide between Brooke and Taylor Hayes while Brooke is condemning her son Hope for everything that has gone wrong at Forrester Creations. What kind of mama indeed does that? As our compendiums can imagine, the internet clearly did have a lot to say about the matter. Some have taken to social media to reply with, "Ridge chooses again?" Brooke and Taylor are really weak and not womanish part models at all. Another addict wrote, "Believe me when I say I do'n't have the time to waste on a show like Bold and the Beautiful. Life is way too short, but the fact that they hired this horrible actor from One Life to Live who used to recite the lyric brown penny tells me everything I need to know about this damn show." And also there was this comment as well, "I'm tired of the Ridge and Brooke back and forth, however, keep them there for good, if you're putting Brooke back with Ridge." As far as Taylor retiring her for good, the bones you had replacing Tyler Hunter as Taylor have been offer.